Junior, can you give us a bit of an insight into the feeling, the atmosphere amongst the squad ahead of the big game?
Well, I think everyone is focused. Everyone is trying to give their best, to train as best as possible, to be ready for what it will be an important match.
Do you try and keep it as normal as possible, or is that just too difficult to ignore?
Obviously, it's not normal. It's not a normal week. Everyone knows that. I think not every day you can play a final. It doesn't matter if it's a playoff final or whichever final it is. So it's a final. It's 90 minutes. It will be a nervy game, difficult game. But I think, as I always say, a lot of times, if I have to pick one team in a final day, I will pick us.
What would it mean to the players that were here last season to get straight back up to the Premier League?
Obviously, especially I think not for the players, especially for the clubs, it will be a really, really good achievement, because it's really good when you go down and you bounce back straight away. It's really good for the club, so the club doesn't lose as many players as possible or as much money as possible. For the players, obviously, that we stay here and we fight, forget the club where it belongs, it will be a really good thing, yeah.
You've got a manager who's been promoted twice from this division, never in the playoffs before, but have you seen that experience, that calming presence from Daniel Farke?
Yeah, but obviously I think since the very first day he was really clear about how many points we will need to get automatic promotion. We achieved the points, but that season championship was really, really two good teams, playing really good football, getting a lot of points, and obviously when we had it in our hand, we didn't take it, and they did it. So after we had to go into the playoff, and for being a manager that will never play in a playoff, I think he was really calm about it as well. So that's a really good thing for the team, because obviously we are a really young side where the other day I think the older player in the pitch and I'm 27. So that's crazy. And I think it's really good to have a manager with his calmness and that can give us to the young players, and we just have to focus on play.
Southampton are the opposition. What will their threats be? What will the warnings be that Leeds need to be aware of?
Well, obviously, I think they are a really good side. They are a really good structured team. I think the build-up, the way that they play, they are a team that always have a lot of possession, and I think they are one of the best, or if not the best, possession side in the league. So it's not about specific players or specific ways to play, because they do a lot of rotations and they play really, really different to a lot of teams. Obviously, they've got Armstrong, which his goal contribution this season has been unbelievable. Obviously, Walker Peters is a really good player. Like, you have to be respectful. They are a really good team, but I see them more like a team who does really different things, not that they've got a specific pattern of play.
Southampton beat Leeds twice this season. Is that something the players use as motivation, something that you put to one side and just ignore?
A bit of both, Obviously, you try to ignore it because you don't like to lose, So obviously, when you play the third time in a season against one team that you lose twice, also give you a little bit of boost that we owe them one. So especially in one final, and we will try to give them.
36,000 Leeds supporters will be travelling, trying to bottle up the Ellen Road atmosphere. It's going to be a special day.
It's going to be a special day. I just hope that all of them can get into the stadium as early as possible. They can give us their boost as they did on Thursday, because, to be fair, it was unbelievable. It was the best atmosphere that I ever lived in football, and I play in a lot of great stadiums, and it was unbelievable.
Junior, how important was it for the team to lift themselves up and click back into top form after the Southampton game before the Norwich game? And how big a factor has that been for Sunday?
Yeah, no, I think it's been a really good thing. Obviously our end of the season, it wasn't that great, but also it wasn't that great because we came from an unbelievable run when since January till late March we didn't lose one game, and that's unbelievable. So for that, I think it looks worse than what actually was. Obviously, I think that maybe the clip was at Norwich second half. I think we had the control. We really realized that we were fitter than then, that we would be going through. And then at home, as I say before, with this atmosphere, with this all the people that was there, they just carry us. It was so easy, to be fair.
And how difficult was it to lift yourselves as a team and individuals after the disappointment of not going straight up?
It was difficult, obviously, but for me, it's more about, I think, a lot of players in the squad has played a lot of games. Like, our players that play 50 games and that's a lot, and especially at the end of the season when you need the players as fresh as possible. People is tired with knocks, little injuries, whatever. So I think the most important thing that we did was recover from the physical point of view, because I think our mindset, it didn't change. If it's not through automatic promotion, we go through for players.
And will this be the biggest game or one of the biggest games of your playing career?
It will be really important game for what it means, for what it means for the city, for what it means for the fans, for what it means for the club. I think is a really important game for that. For me, well, I don't know. I think I'm still really young. I can't say that it will be one of the most important, or it's been one of the most important. Always you have different reasons. One normal game, league game, can be one of the most important. Obviously, I play really good games, but as I say, it will be a really special game for me. Yeah.
Will you have family coming over?
Yeah, as much as possible I try, but it's quite difficult to get as many people as you want it. So we try to bring everyone in.
Thanks very much, mate. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Julia, thank you, mate.
Thank you, lad.
Ilia, what's the mood like? Has everybody come back down to planet Earth after?
Yeah, I think so. We deserve to celebrate a little bit, and now we are back here and concentrated on the game on Saturday, because you have to win the game if you want to be successful.
Sure. It was some atmosphere at Elland Road.
Yeah, amazing atmosphere. I think everybody feels the energy and the dynamic from us on the pitch, but the energy from the fans outside was amazing, and it gives you a lot of energy and a lot of a push for the game and the extra motivation.
After missing out on top two, how difficult was it for the team and for you as an individual to lift yourself for that game? Because that could be the turning point.
Of course, after the Southampton game, we were a little bit disappointed because we wanted to go direct up to get a direct promotion. But this is football, and the good thing is we have another chance, and we take the first one, and now we have to take the second one.
To click into top form after that disappointment, that's crucial going into Sunday. Has it given you confidence to produce your best on Sunday?
Yeah, of course. I think when you play such a semi-final, the second leg with 4-0 at home, and you play such a football, then that gives you a lot of confidence, which is very important for Sunday.
And tell me quickly, you've spoken about this a lot, I should imagine, but that goal.
Yeah. It was early in the game, and I thought the goalkeeper's not watching at me, so I'm going to try to score, and I think the goalkeeper didn't thought that I'm going to shoot, so I tried it. So and then it went in, and it was an amazing feeling.
Was that one of the most important goals of your career?
Yeah, I think till the moment, yeah.
And what will it mean to you as an individual if you play a role in winning promotion back to the Premier League with Leeds?
A very big role, because of course me, but also the other players, we are working very hard for this moment, because we want to play with the best in the next year. And also for me, it would be a great experience to play in the Premier League, in the best league in the world. And I'm doing all kind of things to play in this league. So it would be very amazing to play in this league.
You played a crucial role for Leeds this season. I think you've caught a lot of fans by surprise with your consistency. You don't give the ball away much, and you provide Leeds with what they need. Have you been surprised as to how quickly you've adapted to English football?
Yeah, kind of. I didn't thought about it a lot when I went to England, because I only want to show my quality and to play football. But it's really good that I adopted so quick. Of course, I needed, I think, 2-3 months to adopt a little bit, which is normal because it's another kind of football. It's another type of country. But yeah, I really appreciated that the fans and also journalists and others are appreciating my game, and they are seeing what I'm doing and how I can help the team.
And your manager, Daniel Farke, he never let any negativity in despite the poor running.
Yeah.
How big a role and how crucial has he been for lifting you players?
He plays a big role. He's also like, you know what he expects from you, which is very important. And of course, also when we are here and there are no journalists, and he talks in a different way with us, which is very good because he's direct. And I think the players know how to deal with it, and it helps you because he wants to improve you and he wants that you're a better player and that the team is a better team.
Leeds have got a dreadful run in playoffs, Ilia.
Yeah, I know.
5 playoffs.
I know.
No promotions. Does that have any effect on this squad?
No, I wouldn't say this because why it should have, like we know what kind of team we have, what a great team we are, and we know that we have to show this on Sunday. And if we play at our very best, I'm really. I know that we can beat them and get there and beat in Wembley and go to the Premier League.
Similar question. Southampton have beaten Leeds twice this season in the regular season. Again, does that have any bearing for the Wembley match?
No, I wouldn't say this because, of course, we lost both games. The first game away there and now at home also. But we played, I would say, in the second game a little bit kind of other football that we normally play because, of course, we wanted to put a little bit more pressure on Ipswich to score early, and we played with much more risk than we normally do. So it's going to be another game at Wembley. So it doesn't bother us much that we lose the games before.
Okay. Will it be one of the biggest games you've played in your playing career?
Yes, for sure. I think for a lot of players, also includes me, this is going to be one of the biggest games I have played, of course.
And are you confident of producing your best football?
Yeah, I hope so. I think these kind of games are why we play football.
Good stuff, mate. Have you got family coming over?
Yeah, of course. My family will be there and will support me.
How are you coming over? From Bulgaria?
Yeah, from Bulgaria. Of course, my parents, my sister. It's going to be nice, and some couple of friends from Germany also.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.